Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into another episode of Bringing the Heat with Regina Weston. This episode is titled The Black Sheep. The quote of the day says, "You are not a pretzel. Don't twist yourself to fit into who you think people want you to be just to make them happy, which then makes your soul feel all twisty. Like, be who you are. Accept and love all your quirky aspects. Make your soul happy, baby. Be a pretzel. Be the whole enchilada." By Karen Solomon Sohom. Have you ever felt like you were the black sheep of your family, friends, and community? You don't feel like you belong. Your thoughts are different. You don't move like everyone else do when in a crowd of people. You stand out because something is different about you. You feel it, but you just can't explain it. Others notice it too, but the commentary is, get with the program. But you can't because you have your own mind. And what others are doing just don't interest you. You don't feel like you're better than no one else. It's just not your thing. Now, I'm going Bible on you today, so grab hold of your seats as you would on a ride at an amusement park. The definition of a black sheep is a person that is considered bad or worthless by other people in a family or group. I will explain it as, you are just different. Baby, you special. You are always in the crowd but not at the forefront of the crowd. Your voice seems muffled over everyone else's. You struggle with being you because you may feel or are made to feel that something is wrong with you. But I'm here to tell you that there is nothing, and I said nothing, wrong with you. God loves you. Yes, He do. He loves you just the way that you are. In Jeremiah 1:5, look it up. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you were born, I consecrated you. I appointed you a prophet to the nations. I fall into this category. I was always in the crowd. I knew everyone, wanted to belong, but didn't have a desire to do what everyone else was doing, to be a part of the crowd. When my peers were smoking, drinking, and getting high, I was in the corner feeling stupid and out of place. I remember skipping school to go to a hooky party, wanting to be a part of the in crowd. Fit in, be cool. I'm watching my so-called friends in the corner with their booze grinding and whining to reggae music. I vaguely remember some random dude wanting to hem me up in the corner and get his free fills. I was like, back up, buddy. This is not going to happen. Not today. I felt so out of place, but I kept a faint smile on my face as if I was having a good time. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. But I wasn't having a good time. That was not the case. For one, my butt should have been in school where my daddy thought I was. This is how a lot of young people get caught up, mixed up, hurt, or killed, all for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Most times, you were supposed to be somewhere else, but you took a detour, and it cost you something. Or maybe not if you were lucky. That day, I was lucky. I left the party. It wasn't my scene. I went home feeling like I just wasted a day. A school absent wasted on stupidness. At the time, you could be absent from school 3 times and it not be counted against you. I never went past my 3 absences, or I would have had some explaining to do, and it was no way I could explain a lie to my father. To hear him say it, he's a detective. He's going to get to the bottom of the lie until you had no choice but to confess to your wrong. And once I left the hooky party, I'm sure that my presence wasn't missed at all. That lesson: don't engage in stupid stuff. Never, never, never do anything that makes you uncomfortable. And don't be a people pleaser. It's okay to be just the way you are, period. Moving on. I didn't belong in that group or situation, and I knew it. And the truth of the matter is, some of the crowds you may find yourself in, you just don't belong, and that's fine. Don't try to put on a shoe that does not fit on your feet. You're not the black sheep of your family, friends, or community. Could it be, could it be that God just set you apart on purpose because of the assignment that He has on your life? And you will understand it later as you grow as an individual, yield to God's will, and learn of Him? In that crowd, for many are called, but few are chosen. That's Matthew 22:14. I believe this to be true. If I would have followed the crowd and did what they did, my life would have gone another way. In all probability, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. But I chose to be the black sheep and follow my own path. I can truly say that I am elated with the final product. Now, don't get me wrong. I haven't always made the right choices, but I did have enough sense to know which lines to cross and which ones to avoid. Some people that went along with the crowd died as a result of it, or life has been extremely altered for wanting to fit in, knowing deep down inside they really didn't belong. However, they ignored the voice in their head that said, Rana, Rana, it's okay to be different. They were more concerned with the opinions of others and how they would be perceived by people who really don't or didn't matter, disregarding 2 words, self-love, which should always overrule the voices of others when it comes to your well-being. Our stories may have some similarities. You may, at some point in your life, feel or felt like the black sheep, but it's okay. I have told you before that you do not have to fit into the clay model of who people feel you should be, or do what others think you should be doing. It's okay to be different. What's wrong with being different? For God says in Isaiah 43:4, because you are precious in my eyes and honored, and I love you. I give men in return for you, peoples in exchange for your life. We all desire positive human interaction. We want to be accepted and seen, loved for who we are and what we contribute to life. That is not always going to be the case, and you're going to have to be all right with that. Isaiah 41:10, fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. When you learn to be okay with you, other people's thoughts, opinions, and wants for your life no longer are issues. You know that you have a path, and it is the one that God has chosen and created for you. And you are cool with that. God loves you unconditionally at the end of the day. His love carries weight. for it never, 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 never wavers, despite of what you say or do, how you act or don't act, or who you are. Now, I will take this kind of love any day. You are enough, baby. Accept it. Just accept it. I want to leave you with this. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Thank you again for tuning into another episode of Bringing the Heat with Regina Weston. You can listen to my podcast at anchor.fm/Regina-Weston, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Make sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you again for tuning into another episode of Bringing the Heat with your girl, Regina Weston.